Welcome back to the channel. All right, it's time for an account update. We have a massive Titan Crystal changeover. Like, it is huge. If you're not aware of it, stay tuned. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about my free-to-play account, which is what we're on right now. My big, obviously, whale account, the 583 account. And then I'll talk about kind of update on the channel, what we're doing there. And then we'll get over to what I'm doing with my alliance. I know there's been a lot of interest in that. The wait list is getting pretty long, and we are full at 30. We're starting here on my Vega Prime account. I am live streaming on Wednesdays and Fridays, sometime between 10:30, 10 o'clock, and 11 o'clock Pacific Standard Time AM, most Wednesdays and Fridays. As we head into the summer, we'll continue to do our best with that. But and I've been including these in the crystal opening videos. These are my 3 7-stars. Now, because of my alliance, I had totally forgotten about this. I actually got another 7-star because we do the midnight raids. I did participate in that a little bit, thanks to we'll see here on my 6 stars. I obviously, Ebony Maw was disappointing. Good champion, just disappointing, right? I'm so hopeful in there. 7 stars is such a big deal for an account as we're coming up in the game. And then Null is phenomenal. I was really pumped up to pull that. You're going to see that in a Crystal Cornucopia here for next month. But I was very, very excited. In fact, Null is going to be my first rank 2. I'm planning on that. Wong, I love playing Wong. You've seen that. But I don't think he's really going to become super meaningful for my account until I get to Necropolis, which I think is quite a ways away still. Although I am trying to get to Valiant before July 4th. That's why I held on to my units and spend any of them with the Heart of Fire event there. Now we're going to be pretty quick on all of this because I kind of want to wrap around on it and talk some stuff through, try to be helpful to you all. But here's my science class. Again, free to play and coming up in the game. It's really helped me format a lot of my videos and talking about who to rank up and these sorts of things for you all, because I see, like, yeah, I do believe what I'm saying about how even champions in our 3rd and 4th tier in our tier list can do things. But when you have so many few resources, you have so much gold, you have so much ISO, and it's really limited, knowing that your champion's going to see you through, do great things for you is a really, really big deal. Scorpion, obviously not even available as a 7-star. So I am full on, probably going to be my first rank 5 and ascended science champion. Hopefully I can get him awakened soon. Nefaria, I got him awakened, which is again really rare for this account, and he's been phenomenal, like handling power gain, things like that for me, and then healing up. And then Red Guardian, if you're familiar with my 583 account, you know how much I love Red Guardian. But obviously I won't be getting Red Guardian anytime soon as a 7-star on the Prime account. So that was an easy one for me. And then Photon there, of course, too, but she's going to be back a little bit for all the reasons we just talked about. On this account, having Aegon in that corner is great because, again, Necropolis. Aegon and Wong would see me through a lot of Necropolis, and by that time I should have Awakening Gems and those sorts of things. And then I got Crossbones Awakened recently, and yeah, I know I could pull him as a 7-star, but it'd probably be a long time before I get him pulled and awakened. I can rank up the 6-star, do really great things with him. And then it's, of course, it is Kate Bishop would be the one I really, really want. Bullseye would help out my Battlegrounds deck, and yes, I am doing Battlegrounds. It's actually a lot of fun. Moving on here, Dust has just been like a hard carry. So many immunities. That's why you've seen me talk about her at length in a variety of my videos lately about like best champions to help out, new and progressive accounts, and those sorts of things. Getting Cyclops was cool, and then pulling Deadpool. That was a really big one because, again, this class is not, or this account is not getting 7-star Deadpool for maybe ever, but a very, very long time. And then, of course, there's so many mutants on here I want. But again, I want to keep this relatively quick and helpful for you all. Again, similar, exact same thing here. I've been really fortunate, pulled Hulkling, steamed me through a ton. He's the one I'm going to be continuing to rank up. And then as we go on through, maybe potentially Captain Marvel. I don't know. I can see Venom, Venompool, something like that. But again, available as 7-star. So getting like CGR or like Gallon, or of course Hercules would be a big one for me too. Or Serpent, help me out on defense and real simple style play. We went over that in a very recent video. My tech class, Nimrod. Pulling Nimrod recently was huge for me. Yes, of course I would rank up Ghosts, but I need to get her awakened, get some 6 stones, that kind of stuff going. Nimrod has been phenomenal as a 5-star on my account. Getting and pulling that 6-star, I feel like I've been really lucky that because of the Super Daily event, you just get so many 6-star shards if you're active enough on here. So that feels really good, and I'm going through in that. And then again on the Mystic class, like I just live streamed 7.2, I think it was 7.2.1, 7.2.2 today, and Doom was just slapping the crap out of stuff. Felt so good to play Doom, and then having Purgatory again, 2 champions. I'm not getting a 7-star anytime soon. Doom's not available as a 7-star, so continuing to rank them up. Even though I've got America Chavez, who's incredibly powerful, going to continue to just put the ISO and the rank up materials into Doom and Purgatory. Purgatory was why I was able to actually be helpful to my alliance in Midnight Raid or Nightmare Raid, I think it was called. So that's the Vega Prime account. Again, going to be streaming that, having a good time. What I'm trying really hard to do here, and keep it reasonable, right? Keep it fun within my life, is get this account to Valiant by July 4th. We'll see if that happens. Summer's coming up, busy time of year. Let's jump over to the Whale583 account. Now we're on the 583 account, and I've been saving these Titan shards, just so you know. Stepping out of the Titan Crystal is Idum, who I think is terrible. I mean, he's fine. Blackwood Order, again, fine. Bitterbill, who's very, very good. Very, very good. Enchantress, really brutal defender, but, I had my concerns about her, and this unfortunately appears to be a time where I was right. Just way too complex, takes way too long, too much. It's just way too much for our game and for a lot of our play race. Some people really like her. Count Nefari, who I have it like SIG 160 or something like that. I do plan to take him to rank 4, hopefully very, very soon as more materials come in. And then Shother, who I've got it like, I think 660 or something. Like, I've pulled her so many times. I don't want any more of them, but now these are champions that I will instantly take to rank 3. Is Jean Grey coming into the Crystal. Gallon, probably. Spider-Woman, I think probably. If I was to pull Yelena Belova, tough defender, probably. I do already have a Cyclops, so I wouldn't mind getting him awakened. And then the big one, the one that I want. You know this. I was so tempted to buy him when we could. But I was like, nah, you know what? I don't think I'm going to. None other than Bastion, old guy, keeping it together, holding on. I love that, and I love playing him too. He's so good. I will be coming up on the materials to take a champion to rank 4 because, again, as I told you, my live streaming schedule there, Wednesdays and Fridays, I'm going to be finishing up 9.2.2 or whatever, 9.2, taking down Lotan and all that, using Sims guides, getting those, and then finishing up also the Valiant Gauntlet, which will get me very, very close to the tier 7 basic to take up another champion. Should line up really, really well with that Titan. I'm so excited. God, I hope I pull Bastion, because I also have a Nexus crystal, a Titan Nexus, picked up along the way at some sale, I think, or something like that I've just been holding on to. So those are my big wants for it, and I think going to be really meaningful to my account. I haven't ranked up a tech champion to rank 4. Again, Bastion's the one that I want. Don't get me wrong, I wouldn't be upset about Zola though. He's actually pretty cool, great defender. So here are my rank 4s. Now, up until about a week ago, probably even less than that, I only had 4 of them. I was doing really well, doing great in Battlegrounds, having a lot of fun. And I had said I was going to take this Battleground season off for a lot of reasons I explained at length in streams and stuff. If you're curious, you can come by and stop in and ask me. I'll be happy to talk about it. But I was doing really well, and I was like, I have these rank up resources just sitting here. Obviously, I could take up 2 champions, and it was making me want to open my Titan crystals, but I knew that was a bad decision. I was just kind of bored, and I wanted to rank up champions. So I decided, instead of wasting my crystals and on a what I think is a vastly inferior crystal, if I just wait a couple more weeks or 2 more weeks, 3 more weeks, I'll get better chances at better champions that I want. I decided to go ahead and rank up champions I knew I would have no regrets ranking up, and that ended up being Onslaught and Deathless Thanos. Now, the initial showcase on Red Guardian looks like that's going to win. That will be coming out this Sunday for Showcase Sunday, right? So keep an eye out on that. You all voted on it, and it was, last I checked, he was winning by like over 40% with 4 different champions to vote on. We've done the showcase on Shield and Kushala. I took up Nick Fury from the Heart of Fire event. I've taken him, I think, all the way to SIG. I took him to a high SIG. I ended up putting a lot of 6 stones into him. 150. I found that I'm actually using him a lot on offense. He's been phenomenal for me. I really think, like, in that category, best skill champion in the game. What do you want? Shield, Crossbones, Kate Bishop, if you're including the 6 stars, those sorts of things. And then I took up, obviously, Deathless Thanos, who, I remember I told you, like, when I did the CCP review, I did the new champion review, I'm like, welcome to the new best cosmic champion in the game. I do think it's very close between him and Serpent, and then I think there's a big distance between them and the rest of them. They're still phenomenal cosmic class, but I do think Thanos is a little bit more intricate to play, a little less simple than Serpent is too. I really enjoy that, and then he's just an absolute meat shield on defense, on a lot of like harder counters. Trust me, I think Serpent is busted as a defender. Don't get me wrong. There just happens to be a lot of counters in people's decks and things like that. Plus, he does everything I want at rank 3. So he'll probably be going up one day, but Thanos won out once I really sat down and started thinking about it. I've taken him to SIG 200 too. And then Onslaught, literally like moments after taking him to rank 3, I had to fight a bullseye and got like a score of like 51,000. He's been phenomenal. He's great on defense. In fact, I will actually, now I'm remembering, I recorded a small clip to be shown while I talk about Thanos and Onslaught. You can see, I think both these guys are getting over 500,000 in damage in about 40 seconds, give or take a few seconds. So just absolute damage machines. I will now look at my 7-star rank 3 champions. Again, just to kind of give you a thought on what it is, maybe help you with your rank up decisions and things like that. Remember, my priorities are kind of like the whole game, right? I want to be entertaining, I want to do the things that you want to see. I'll let you pick which showcase to be next. I'm going to kind of continue that because I have a variety of videos I could make. I'd like to make the ones that you all want to see. Now we'll play into my rank ups a little bit. I want to be good at in battlegrounds. I want to be content. I want to be competitive. I want to have fun. I am accidentally pairing seriously like at least once a match, and I am on a terrible losing streak. It's not happening to my opponent, so it's obviously a me problem, not a game problem, but that is happening. I'm doing terrible in this battleground season. That is fine. I'm very a-okay with that. In the science class, I feel like the game is growing in a really interesting direction. We've talked about this on stream. We'll continue to talk about it in battlegrounds. There's just less room for a champion to come in and just nuke something, right? Like so many defenders have like some sort of protection or damage mitigation or blah, 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 blah. And so Silk is still phenomenal, but it was amazing. Like I finally came around on Silk, put out the video saying she's gonna be my next science class rank 3 champion. And then it just feels like we got hit with so much stuff. And so she's still one that I will consider. I will obviously consider Photon. I've put 6 stones into it. I think she's a phenomenal dual threat champion. Count Nefaria will be one that I consider. Titania will be one that I consider. And it probably will be. She's a comfort champion for me. I showed that she's even actually not bad for Zola in my How to Defeat Zola video. Spider-Ham, I think they're trying to make some room, like they're trying to hurt him a little bit too. Spider-Woman's coming out, so he's got some competition in the Power Sting department. And then Spider-Punk is kind of like my dark horse. I really love playing Spider-Punk. Shout out to Maya and the Illuminati for showing us just time and time again how amazing Spider-Punk is. And it wasn't bad for Zola, actually like pretty good. Seems to find a lot of ways to get around things, natural openings. Allison's been showing the control of the fights. So that's kind of where I'm at for, you know, July 4th. I don't intend to do another count tour before J4. So when July 4th comes around, if there's like a 3-4 gem or something in the science class, I'm really going to be looking at those champions. If I had to choose right now, like literally today, it would be Titania, and then I would really consider the other ones, but I think it would be Titania in the science class, in a very stacked class. In skill, you know, I somehow now have 2 skill rank 4 champions. Really like shocking to me as well, but hey, Fury has been phenomenal. It would probably be Crossbones, okay? There's more and more answers to Bullseye. I am still really bad at him. People, if they let me keep my Wolverine Weapon X, I do great against him. And if it's a mode or a node set where Sinister can work, I do phenomenal. Outside of that, like I'm even still not that good using Dazzler against him. It's wild. There's something about that guy that I struggle with, but I've got my Onslaught too. So I think I would probably go with Crossbones. He's just so good. He's so phenomenal. I still think the best Battlegrounds skill attacker for Battlegrounds in the game. Moving on to Mutant. This is a tough class for me because I want to like Dazzler. I see the power of Dazzler. I meant what I told you all about Dazzler. I'm like, she's going to be bonkers. People are doing bonkers stuff with her. I struggle to use her a little bit, and I've taken her to Sig 180, so I've got her Pursuit passive actually quite high. I love Mr. Sinister. There's definitely a lot of options for him as far as like taking him out when he's on defense in Battlegrounds, excuse me. But he's phenomenal. I love using him. He has synergy partners that I enjoy using. But you know, when I'm the one I was saying, play the one you love, and that's Wolverine. I've been showing you guys Wolverine time and time again. Taking SP3 is the whole thing. It kind of goes to what I was saying though about Silk. Not that there's not defenders out there that can be nuked down or can be bled or something like that. It just feels like in Battlegrounds, Kabam has been consistently putting out champions that really mitigate or hamper or damper, I think the word is hamper, what those champions are doing with like some sort of big burst or single sources of damage. Speaking of big single sources of damage, I recently taken Deadpool to rank 3. He's a blast. It's mainly for this current meta. So I think if I had to do it today, I would be choosing between Sinister and Wolverine Weapon X. And honestly, I wouldn't feel that great about it. I wouldn't feel that great about either of them. I like them both. If and when it happens, I'm sure I'll be very excited about it. But I would not be very excited to have to make that decision today, which is interesting because Mutant's a very powerful class. Hopefully I pulled Jean Grey. Could solve all my problems. I think she's going to be amazing. In the Cosmic class, you know, the obvious one's Serpent, right? Someone who enjoys Battlegrounds, who enjoys war, who enjoys playing the game, who enjoys questing. Serpent. And I do think he's great. It's just, I don't know. Maybe this is like overthinking it. I do still think Medusa's amazing. I really do enjoy playing Superior Iron Man. He just doesn't have that, I don't know how to phrase this, but he is amazing. I think Vox is phenomenal. I don't see a reason for me to have to rank 4 Voxer right now. Everything I want Vox to do at rank 3, he does. The one that like just makes your heart sing, like reaches out and grabs you, is Venom. I've recently taken him to rank 3. And yes, this current Battlegrounds meta is giving him the 40% Fury. So I'm not going to pretend like that's not playing into it. But I'm beating up Enchantress, okay? He's just so fun. And there's something about, I think, this point in an upgrade cycle, a new raid cycle, where it's not like your first 2 or 3, okay? Well, I mean, I'm on, what I'd be on, like my 6th or my 7th or something like that now, where it's like, is it really going to hurt someone if I take up a champion that's not like the most meta, like Serpent? If I had to do it today, it would be Venom. That doesn't mean that's what I'll do on July 4th, but it would be Venom. But again, and then this is one of the reasons why I'm making this video now. If I had Gallon, there's a very good chance it'd be Gallon. And hopefully in 3 weeks, I got myself an awakened Gallon because he's a dual threat in Battlegrounds. I love my dual threats. They're very helpful to me. And I love that flexibility. So if I had Gallon, it would probably be Gallon. If I had to do it today, it would probably be Venom. Now, on the tech class, this has been interesting for me as someone who's constantly evaluating my tier list, going over them with the Illuminati, going over rank up advice, various videos, and those sorts of things. It's been almost shocking to me, starting a few months ago, that I was like, I have so many rank 3 tech champions. Like, how did that happen? I don't consider them to be the best class in the game. I don't consider them to be the strongest. And I was like, it's not that I just enjoy playing these champions. I think they're very good champions and they have fulfilled roles. This class, and I was talking about it in a recent video, I feel like they're kind of like the in-game players class. Like, I don't know how else to explain it, because they don't dominate a thing, but they're very good and they're incredibly flexible. And a lot of them are dual threat candidates in Battlegrounds. I put those 6 stones without even thinking from the Hall of Fame, the Heart of Fire event, straight into Future Ant-Man. He's been everything I hoped and wanted him to be. You know that up until he was in the game, I thought Prowler was definitely the best 7-star. I still think he might be. Future Ant-Man, they're very different. This is kind of what I'm talking about with the tech class. I really enjoy Iron Man. I love Red Skull, and it's been really cool to see him continue to shine. And then the one though, and you know, this is a little bit of a nostalgia pick for me because this was the first champion I ever seriously tried to cover on my channel. It was none other than Guardian. Literally today, I was getting help from none other than Metal Sonic Dude, where I was like, hey, someone did this fight against me with Guardian. Hell of a fight. If that was you, by the way, hell of a fight. Where I was like, I don't think they cheated, but I don't know how they did this. And MSD was able to kind of walk me through it and show me and talk to me about how that happened. So shout out to MSD as well. I just love Guardian, man. And I've got the Hulkbuster Relic. All of this goes away though. All this fades into the darkness here if I pull Bastion. If I pull Bastion, I'm going to take him to rank 4. That's just it. It's that simple. Yes, I do think he's that good. We haven't seen it. It's not proven. That's why on the tier list, he's not up there yet. But I feel strongly he's going to be. And also, I just think he's cool. Man, he's cool. So if I had to do it today, I would have to flip a coin between Prowler, Future Ant-Man, and Guardian. And then we reach Mystic, and like honestly, I don't even know how to start with this. I'm so happy that there's no crazy Mystic coming in the Titan. The end of last year was just Mystic after Mystic after Mystic. I would have like just all bullshit, and I don't want to keep this like I don't want to make this video into a 40-minute video. I would probably have to flip a coin between America Chavez, Werewolf, Shothra, White Tiger, Juggernaut, and the Hood. I literally love playing all of them. Like love playing all of them. If July 4th has crystals where we get class 3 4s, I'm hoping I get a ton of Mystic because then I don't have to think about it as much. You know, I love my girl America. Werewolf's one of my favorite dual threats in the game. Shothra, I think, is potentially the most versatile, best for the new big bad Mystic. And as I say that though, I'm like, dude, the Hood is right there. What are you talking about? The thing is, I have Hood at Sig 20. I just did the video showing you how amazing he is at Sig 20. no big deal, but I'm thinking about splitting hairs to take a champion to rank 4. Shothra doesn't even need to be awakened, so probably her, but then Juggernaut dominates everything and White Tiger's phenomenal. So I don't know. You tell me who it should be. I'm hoping that July 4, I get like 3 Mystic, 3 4s, and that would make my life significantly easier. A lot of those decisions and talking about the various champions, essentially for me, it's colored by what I feel like is a game where, and we've been moving this way for years, is more and more soft counters. I think there's very few like of the big tough defenders or nodes where an attacker just shuts it down, right? The analogy I always use is Zorbiman versus Terrax. He just destroys it, right? There's very little of that left in this game. And so I think it does make it harder for your generalists to do a tremendous amount of things. There are some champions that get through. I think like obviously Werewolf by Night is still that way. I think Spider-Man Stark Enhanced is, so they do still exist. But more and more, I look for my dual threat champion, someone who has some at least soft counters to things the game is asking me to do via defenders or nodes. So I feel good about that. And then someone who might have at least a little bit of a defensive threat. That way when I go into Battlegrounds, I can have as many dual threat champions as possible. I think if you look at the champions I said that I was most interested in, it wasn't even intentional. It just, that's what I enjoy. I do enjoy Battlegrounds. I enjoy being relatively competitive. And then that moves in really nicely into my alliance. Hopefully you're familiar with it, you've heard of it. Upside, we are now fully at 30 of 30 people. We do have a wait list that as we speak, I think it has about 8 people on it. You are more than welcome to apply. As you can see, the game is there. The tagline is honest, is active in-game players. This is not a retirement alliance. I'm not retiring. In fact, being my game knowledge and enjoyment and fun doing this channel has even grown, and I'm more and more committed to making better and better videos and being helpful to players as you come along. So that is not that. We had to start basically at the ground floor as far as war rating is concerned. Obviously, we're winning our wars right now because we're a bunch of in-game players, so we're facing like even empty maps. I am sorry if you faced us. That's not, it's just there's nothing else we can do. So we are quickly getting that up. I imagine we end up in like the low platinums or something like that because there will be no planning. What I don't want is people waiting by their phones on a weekend or on a weekday where they're trying to work or be with their families or go out with their partner or their spouse or literally just be alone and enjoy their life. Whatever it is that you want to do, I want you to log on the game because you want to log on the game, but also I want people who really enjoy the game, who are excited about it. It doesn't mean we don't complain. We complain a lot on the Discord server, but we all always come back to like, they are doing their best. We enjoy the game and we're having a lot of fun. Ultimately, the game is a lot of fun. There's just some stuff we don't love. If you're really interested in that, you can comment on this video or stop by one of my live streams, which is always the best way. We can talk about it and get you on that wait list and get you in real soon, okay? Shout out to Upside though. Everyone has been phenomenal, amazing. We got our officers here and so many people. I'm not gonna say all the names, but shout out to you all. We successfully 100%ed our first venture into Nightmare Raids. Cord gave us a little bit of trouble, so that was my fault. So I will admit it. So thank you to my alliance mates for picking up the ball on that one. So I'm really pumped up on that. We're having a great time. We do map 6, 100% in 2 BGs, and the other BGs right now just boss rushing. I don't think we're going to do map 8, but we really leave it up to our members and our BG mates. And then as far as my channel is concerned, you're going to continue to see me formalize more and more what I'm doing, like just more and more of a concerted effort into trying to be helpful and entertain. The idea is to stream on Wednesdays and Fridays, but not let my stream schedule make it so I can't make those videos. Videos on Saturdays and Sundays, Sunday being Showcase Sunday. I will usually put up like 4 options for you all to pick which one you want to see because I'm excited about a lot of champions. And then of course, tier lists and a variety of like helpful thought pieces basically on Saturdays. Every single week, you're gonna see a fresh idea or the monthly tier list, like the general tier list or the battlegrounds. And I've got some other good ideas. I think you're gonna like them. I think you're gonna like them a lot as we help people get through this game and have some fun conversations. If we were all in a bar together talking about who's the best point guard, right? We're gonna have some fun with this. We're gonna have a really good fun. I see you all have been enjoying these shorts that have been coming out. And then of course, we're gonna continue the How to Fight series, the Crystal Cornucopias, live streams, the whole thing. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know who you're most excited about from the Titan. For me, as you can tell, it's definitely Bastion. And then honestly, I think it might be Jean Grey. She's pretty phenomenal, really amazing champion. I want Gallon, I want Spider-Woman, I want Yelena, I want them all. But you tell me. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.